Hi, it's Anika from Living for Later. I want to talk to you today about getting off the throne and throwing yourself on the altar. What do I mean by that? I think as humans, we have to be careful to not try to occupy a space that wasn't meant for us, a space that was meant for God. Sometimes we hunger for control and we want to make our own choices. We want to be our own kings and queens. We want to be our own bosses, not recognizing that we were bought with a price, and it's for us to not sit on the throne, but to allow the Lord to be God and for Him to be the one that makes the choices for us, or we choose what He chooses for us because He gives us free will. But again, we want to sit on the throne as opposed to throwing ourselves on the altar, right? The altar, just that place of just being a living sacrifice, that place of saying, God, not my will, but your will be done. I totally surrender to you. Just being on the altar, that place where you say, you know what, I'm going to take up my cross every day and I'm going to follow you, no matter how difficult, no matter what the cost is, no matter the sacrifice, I'm willing to do this because you are on the throne. And I know that because you are reigning, as I remain on this altar, you will lead me in the right place. And remaining at that place on the altar, remaining at that place of humility really gives you the proper perspective and positions you to really receive what the Lord is saying, not from a carnal sense, but from a spiritual sense, right? So you're not dismissive to the cross that God is carrying you to be, calling you to bear. You embrace it when you're on the altar. The altar helps you to maintain a place, a posture of humility. So I just want to ask you to take inventory of just how you've been operating. Have you been sitting on the throne, or have you just been laying prostrate on the altar saying, God, have your way in me? The roles were never meant to be reversed. And if your life is in total chaos, the reason is you're holding on to control that you really don't have anyway. Control is an illusion. So just surrender to God and get on the place of altar and just on the altar and say, God, I just surrender all to you. Have your way in me. All right, you be blessed.